Hello. So we're going to call this service after service. Because I normally don't get into all of the relationship stuff and the men and the women. But today I got time. I'm 55 years old, so you know, the rules kind of don't apply to me no more. But at any rate, I felt compelled to have this conversation because there's so many men. They talk about the strong woman, the boss woman, the woman who this and the woman who that. But what men have to understand, as women, we have learned to survive it's by nature, because there are a lot of, if you look around, a lot of single women that have to raise children by themselves. They have kids, and after children are birthed, the relationship don't work or whatever you have. Sometimes kids are born because a woman trapped a man, whatever. There are a million scenarios that we can go through, but right now, this dating pool, the water is muddy. And I say that because I talk to a lot of people, and as being a life coach, I coach a lot of people. So with that being said, the books are back open. By the past month or so, I opened it all the way back up, and yeah. So I got my steady clients back. And a lot of times dating comes up in these coaching sessions, or relationships come up in these coaching sessions. But one thing that I do know is a lot of time men don't know how to deal with a strong woman. And as being a strong woman, that I got my own house, I got my own car, 2 jobs of work, I'm a bad girl. Yeah. And I ain't tooting my horn, but I'm just speaking facts. That when you have your own stuff that God has blessed you with, and I mean, God gave me the abundance and the overflow, and I'm honored and I'm grateful. But at the same token, God also put submissiveness in me. Yeah. And He also gave me a gift of discernment. And I'm not just speaking for me, I'm speaking for many strong women. I can't speak for all women because I'm not all women, but I can speak for a lot of strong women that, you know, it's not that women have a problem submitting, but women do have a problem submitting to a partner that acts like her. If she wants to be in a relationship with a woman, she would get a woman. Yeah. A woman don't want to be in a relationship, a husband and a wife relationship, and her husband or her mate acts like a girl that's always talking about everybody and everything and always complaining. That's what women do. Women don't want a man that's always complaining, that's never satisfied, that's not content with who he is. And you get a lot of men that, they will bash a woman to death. They this, they that, they this, they don't do this, they don't do that. But you got to realize, when a woman has learned how to survive life. And I had a guy ask me, how do I feel if men that don't have money feel like they're not qualified to date me? And I answered that because I answered it in a manner of, it's not all about money, but if he can't afford me, then you just stay out the store. And I'm going to say that about most strong women. If you can't afford her, stay out of the store. You can't shop in Louis Vuitton with Michael Kors money. You can't expect for a woman who has set a standard for herself to downgrade because you are not comfortable in the skin that you're in. You're not comfortable at being the man that deserves her. Same difference. It goes the same way for men. There are some good men out here. They have good jobs. They've established things. And I know you don't just want nobody to sit home waiting on a welfare check, waiting for food stamps, waiting for somebody who's crying that they want a rich man. So I get it. But the same thing with women, and it's a little different because a man is established as the head of household. And yeah, I've always said I never let a man move into my home. No, that was established for my children. But then when I think about some things, when God handpicks a husband or a mate for you, you can't say what you will and won't do, especially when you have to obey the Lord. Yeah. But you have to understand that when God blesses a woman to the capacity where she can live good, eat what she wants to, drive what she wants to, live how she want to live, and still do what is right by God, you got to bring your A game. You can't come in there thinking that she's going to submit and you're not worth submitting to. You complain. You make everything about money, because people with money, they don't make everything about money. You just have to be able to bring your part of the peace to the household so that we can take what we have together to make it become a lot. I ain't speaking for me. I'm speaking for strong women, because the person God got for me is a little different. They got to be at a capacity where they're not jealous, that they can cover me. So that means that they have to be willing to put in the time to seek the face of God, to understand me, because I'm on assignment. So me is a little different. I'm speaking for strong women, because I see so many men, they disrespect, but they don't want to submit. No strong woman that pay bills, $2,000, $3,000 mortgage, they not submitting to a man that's acting like a chick. I gotta tell you, because it's sad, because there's some good men out here, there's some good women out here, but just because a woman not gonna let you gaslight them, then you say they disrespectful, but you would never admit that you initiated the disrespectful behavior. You can't gaslight people and think that they not coming back strong. It just don't work like that. Especially a strong woman, a confident woman. She ain't putting up with that. Now this part, I am talking about me. Very strong, very confident in the skin that I'm in. But I do have a gift of submission, because I understand my place as a woman pastor, and as a wife. But you have to understand that I'm a special breed, because I'm on assignment. And any female pastor, any woman, single woman pastor, you have to be very careful, because they're on assignment. So you got to be at a capacity where you can first protect her. Yes, first. You got to be able to protect a woman of God. And what do you mean by that? You got to be able to protect the anointing that she carries. You got to be able to protect her when she's carried everybody else's weights. That you understand that this is not the time to act like you gone pout, because she needs you. Strong women in ministry, they need a man that has a relationship with God to understand them. Now that's enough about me and other women pastors. But I'm talking about strong women that done established some stuff. They got a peaceful relationship with the people around them, with their families. They good. Financially, they are right. They're not going to have a man that act like a chick. And if I was a cussing woman, I'd say what they really act like. But I be telling God to deliver this tongue. They not going to have a man that is intimidated by her success. So if you are a man and you are intimidated by a strong woman, stay out them lady DMs. Stay out their inboxes and stop trying to date them. Stop trying to talk to them. And then you get mad when you don't fit the mold, because you know you should be shopping in Pick and Save and not in Kmart. You know that you're just not at the capacity where you can cover her. Hold on, let me get in this. On my phone, I can't let myself in my community, but stop running after, or not running, because I don't want to use that term, but stop desiring and shooting your shot with somebody you need. If you playing Part 1 of football, stop shooting for the NFL. Stay in your Part 1 of league until you graduate. Yeah. But I hear so many women, so many men, they talk so bad about women and they don't understand. Babe, you just couldn't afford her. And I'm not just talking about with the money. I'm talking about with the mental capacity. I'm talking about with the capacity of peace. I'm talking about you have no knowledge of how it works. Strong women don't have a problem submitting. Not at all. But strong women will not submit to a man that's acting like her. No. If you complain, if you insecure, if you think every man that she speak to, she talking to, all women ain't hoes. They not. We not. And truth be told, baby, when you about your own business, you ain't thinking about sleeping with no nigga. And I said that, and I meant it. You ain't thinking about sleeping with nobody. You ain't thinking about running around chasing. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that's why she don't need no man. We don't. We don't need no man. But we don't have a problem being submissive, being loving, caring, cooking, cleaning, for, just like y'all say, wifey material, husband material. You gotta be a husband material. You gotta keep out. I saw something that a man actually posted that women follow behind a man's energy about what he puts into it. Men that refuse to be out here arguing with us. I'm gonna say us, because all of us got us a sense of argument. All of us got a little bit of feisty in us. Some of us got more feisty than others. But at the end of the day, it's just that we talking that wibbity wop, but we be all right. We talking that old hot talk, but we be all right. It ain't that we trying to. Sometimes we have to get our point across. Yeah, I'm saved, but I ain't stupid. Yeah, I'm a good woman, but you ain't gonna handle me that way. But listen, strong women do submit. You just have to be worth them submitting to. You have to bring your A game. Because one thing about a strong, me, now let me tell y'all about me. I shoot them deuces, I be going fast. You won't even know that you was there. You won't even know that we had two conversations. Because my peace is priceless. Listen, I got a 24-year-old and a 30-year-old. Soon to be 25-year-old and a 30-year-old. And when your house is built on peace, I had so many people that call me and tell me after the birthday celebration, they said, your house is so peaceful. And I said, I vowed as a mother that I would keep my home peaceful for my children, because I don't want to have no dysfunctional children. And I've made that promise and I've kept it, that we gonna keep peace in here. We gonna keep peace in here. So strong men, get back up again. And don't be intimidated, but be healed. Because a lot of times it's because a man is not healed, and that's why he can't be what is required from a strong woman. So detox from all them dysfunctional relationships. Detox from all of them. Be healed. Then go shoot your shot. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about that strong woman that you're looking at. But y'all have an amazing evening. It's hot outside, so I'm trying to determine if I want to get in this pool or if I want to go to that beach. But I'm a little tired. But yeah, be healed so you can be whole. So that then you will be at the capacity where a woman will and don't mind submitting to you. You got it. Now cash out me for this free life and coaching session that I just gave you. Yeah. Because somebody gonna get themselves together and they gonna go get their dream girl and their dream wife. And don't be playing around with these women. If you don't want them, leave them alone. If you just looking for a good time, tell them. Say, baby, I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Be honest. So then she can determine if she want to be there for a long time or a good time. Because most women, just like y'all men, they don't want to get married. They just want a good time and want y'all to go bye-bye. Yeah, Pastor Bria, ain't you? Hold on, let me pray. Ooh. Yeah. That's good right there. That's good right there. I like that. That old good old soothing music there. But at any rate, y'all, get it together. Because I know men say the dating pool dirty, and women saying the dating pool dirty. But guess what? If the water is muddy, ain't nothing but single people out there. And married people, y'all go home. Go home to your wife. Leave them single people alone. Leave them single women alone. Y'all leave them single men alone. Go home to your husband. Go home to your wife and make your relationship work. Because if you damage and you bitter, you jump out of one relationship, you're going to take that same damage and bitter behavior to the next relationship. So sit down and be healed. If you're going through a divorce, sit down and be healed. You have no business dating if you're going through a divorce. You need to be asking God to heal you from the hurt of this situationship that you're getting out of now, this marriage that you're getting out of now. People are not going to tell you the truth. But if you married and you single, separated, or divorced, you should not be dating. No, go date your wife. And if you made up in your mind that y'all not going to be together, you should not be out here dating somebody else. You should be sitting around trying to be healed. Yes, I said it and I mean it. You should not be dating if you are married. Yes. Tell them Pastor taught you that. Again, y'all have an amazing day. I'm going to see you soon.